perfectly good villains on Smallville. And that's just one reason why I cannot watch it.
Just some, like, the Bizarro, like, you can go ahead and change a little bit. However, all they did was make, like, an evil Clark with the silver face that shined in the light.
We hadn't seen that before. An evil Clark. It's just like, oh my goodness, come on.
Like, Bizarro is such a very interesting character.
And he's actually a hilarious character.
What fiendish thing did he do? What did he do? He stole Lana's heart. And she liked him more than Clark. That's messed up.
You know, I wouldn't have probably been so upset with the whole Bizarro thing if it would have been a decent fight scene instead of two punches.
Yes.
Two punches. It was like, at the end, it was like, oh my goodness, Bizarro's here. Bizarro's here. Bizarro's here. I was like, I can't wait for the
SmackDown.
For the SmackDown. It's like, finally, there's going to be such a good superhero fight on Smallville. You know, Superman versus Bizarro. What's going to happen?
You shouldn't make season finales because you sure can't make season premieres.
I mean, it was just crazy. It was insane. You punch. I mean, it was like punch, punch. Oh, sunlight is his weakness. I know what to do. And it was
He ain't do nothing. Martian Manhunter brought him to whatever, the sunny side of Mars, where they serve sunny eggs. Sunny side up.
There you go. There you go.
With parasite and plastic and
just totally just ruined.
Live Wire. Oh my gosh! They just take these people and they just throw them
I don't even
away.
remember Parasite on Smallville.
I don't either.
It was there last season with Plastique and Live Wire.
All at the same time.
And no fight scene. He did touch Clark and take his powers away. But that was about it. And he wasn't purple.
You know, that's bad when you can't top a cartoon fight scene.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really sad. It's like, come on.
Say that. You can do whatever you want to say.
Sable Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
Wait.
It's just hilarious.
It
wasn't.
Don't hassle the Hoff, Katrina.
Okay. It
What
was
else?
hilarious. It was just hilarious, dude.
Wait. I, you know what? I haven't even really seen an episode of this, but I must complain about the Japanese version, live action version of Spider-Man, because Spider-Man could not even afford web fluid for his, webbing. So how the heck did he afford a ginormous robot? That's just crazy.
Well, maybe somebody donated it to him.
Oh, whatever. That ain't even Spider-Man-esque at all.
This is Japanese.
Oh, whatever.
You can't be Japanese without a robot.
That's racist. You're racist.
I'm totally not. Totally not. So not racist.
I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was a terrible Mr. Freeze.
You know what? That's the only reason why I will go back and watch that movie. Do not even talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger because he is funny.
It's just funny hearing him talk, especially scientific terms.
No offense, Mr. Governor.
But it was just funny. Funny. I really just think they chose Halle Berry as Storm because she was a black woman and she was popular at the time.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And she's pretty. But other than
I
that...
can't even believe you brought up her role as Storm, because I thought for sure when you said Halle Berry and we were on the subject, I just assumed that you were going to say Catwoman.
Was that even supposed to be?
Well, you know what? She even admitted it was a bad movie, so I really don't even think that we really need to talk about Catwoman.
Yeah, because she actually went and accepted her
Razzie or whatever that kid was.
Right.
So, I don't even think that needs to be talked about. But, we want to go into Marvel other than her, the bad portrayal of Storm, because she didn't... The one thing that Storm is that...
It wasn't...
It didn't have...
She didn't have that, but we could talk about Hugh Jackman for his role as Wolverine I thought he did better as Wolverine than she did as Storm. However, considering some of the people we've already discussed, I don't think it's fair to compare Halle Berry to Storm. Ghost Rider. Black freaking heart. Because I'm waiting for the climax of the movie,
right.
And they, blow him, I'm waiting to see his, true form whole movie. And
I want to see it so
maybe
bad.
they don't want to do that because maybe the costume looks I don't know, kind of weird. So they just want to save
They show
it to
his
the end
shadow
for the climax or whatever. So they blow him up. I'm like, here it comes, here it comes, here comes the battle. He has red eyes now.
It's true.
Why?
That is true.
Terrible climax. Terrible. Here it comes. Here it comes.
That is so true.
Take out your
Like-
ghost gun and bang. Spirit gun.
That was
Good job. You're meshy. Just
No, but he had all the souls inside of him, and he's saying, you know, I'm Legion, you know. And then he did the eye thing, eye of penitence, and that's what it wasn't really a good, a huge fight scene. And I would have loved to see his true form as well.
I would like Ghost Rider. I mean, that was
It was entertaining.
all the fights step up from Daredevil. I think that director's evolving.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Daredevil. Oh snap!
Oh my gosh.
no Elektra.
Oh no, we gotta talk about Daredevil first. It was first.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Ben Affleck. No.
I know he was blind, but I gotta say it. What was up with your hair? Why'd you just fix it? You had friends. They could have combed your hair. You were a professional lawyer. Why your hair gotta look like that?
Because he's blind.
If they don't look like that, they gonna comic books.
I'm not even sure if it really was Ben Affleck, but it could have been the writers, director. I don't know. But it just nothing in that movie was right. It was just wrong. Everything. It was just wrong.
I disagree. I liked it.
That fight scene in the playground, that was the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Agree.
And they're just looking at each other. I'm like, do you not want people knowing who you are? I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
Okay, I agree. That fight scene was corny. I agree.
I mean,
Yes,
there were some
yes.
cool
But
fight
that's
scenes.
because Matt Murdock is so corny.
I mean, you know, he just, you know, somebody made the argument, well, Daredevil probably wasn't that likable because it was dark and depressing. Batman is dark and depressing, and it's made millions. It's nothing to do with that. Daredevil just wasn't that good of a movie.
I didn't think it was. I guess it was dark and depressing, but maybe I'm a dark and depressing person because I invited that dark and depressing.
I mean, it just wasn't. It wasn't really that good, dude.
I liked Bullseye.
It's just like Colin Farrell.
Totally has nothing. We're talking about bad things.
What? I just do not think that it was as bad, except for the fight scene. I totally agree in the part. But I just don't think that it was as bad as what you guys were saying.
It's not just us.
But even like the whole movie, he's beating down these criminals. He's beating down these criminals. So he finally works his way up to the kingpin, and he's like, "I'm not the bad guy," and he just walks away. I'm like, oh.
That was like the dumbest thing.
That was a bad climax.
It was really, really bad. It was stupid. Why would you leave the kingpin like that? Don't even take him to jail.
You killed. And he's like, I know your identity. He's like, you don't want to tell people you got beat up by a blind man.
He's just
whatever. He'll put a hit out on that man. Whatever. Kingpin is ruthless.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And Elektra, no, I don't think. Okay, Jennifer Gardner. I thought she did a pretty good job as Elektra, but that movie was not good.
What was up with the scene with the sheets?
Don't understand. But I mean, the climax of the movie wasn't really that good, and it wasn't even mostly about Elektra. It was mostly about that little girl, and it's just like, I don't know who this little girl is. I don't care who the little girl is. I came to see Elektra. Well, Elektra's supposed to be kind of a sequel of Daredevil. Maybe I didn't see Daredevil. Explain to me about Elektra.
Right.
Tell me about where she come from. Why did she learn to fight? Why are you concentrating on this little girl so much?
Right.
I didn't even like the little girl. She was boring.
Yeah.
She wasn't an entertaining little girl. At all. It was bad choices.
Yeah.
Bad. Papa Spank.